Is teaching impossible?
By Joey and Caitlin. So what goes into teaching?
Race, policy, parents, literacy, progress, fairness, bureaucracy, differentiation, responsibilities, and more.
We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control.
With a complete understanding of his pupils, the experienced teacher equips himself for the classroom.
So, to discover our responsibilities to our students, we asked a variety of people: students, teachers, parents, professors, and others.
When we asked these people what they thought the top 3 responsibilities of teachers for or to students are, they said,
Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon.
I stay out too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say.
I'ma be living that good life. I'ma be living that good. I'ma be.
As the parents, students, and teachers gave too many responsibilities to talk about, your incredible narrators have chosen the actual top 3 responsibilities to our students.
we chose these 3, 1, because they seemed to be the ones that were mentioned the most, and 2, we thought they were the most important. The ultimate list.
Without care and respect, there will be no desire to learn from the teacher. It's the teacher's responsibility to create a safe and effective learning environment.
And, well, to teach is literally in our job description, so teaching students is probably something we should look into.
Most people agree that there should be a mutual caring and respectful relationship between the teacher and the students.
Of course, there is a difference between being a friend and being a teacher to the students.
You're going to be the most popular guy in school, trust me. Boom.
Okay.
Boom. A couple of these. Now here.
Okay.
Now give me a platform. Let's rock. Let's rock today. Now do it to me.
Let's rock. Let's rock today.
That's good. Slap it. Shoot it. Kaboot it.
We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race, and the human race is filled with passion.
Shut the hell up, Schneebly. Get out of here, stupid ass. Joke. You're the worst teacher I've ever had.
Summer.
You're a fat loser and you have body odor.
Brooke, no nonsense. You show up on time with no attitude, or it's over. Agreed?
Agreed.
One element of building this relationship is to be a role model for students.
You want to be a person looked to by others as an example to be imitated. You should show that you want them to do well, and success is not impossible.
You should exhibit what you expect from your students, such as attentively listening to questions, keeping an open mind about others' ideas, perspectives, and experiences.
Another element to build the teacher-student relationship is to care about students in a way the students will know that they are cared about.
Guys, showing care is not that hard. Just follow the golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. And when you have to discipline, discipline without disrespecting students.
So basically, stay away from saying something like,
What you say? What you say? I say whoever threw that paper, your mom's a hoe.
When you have reached a respectful relationship, you can start to create an ideal learning environment.
At this point, this is very controversial. Does anyone know what Vice President Bush called this in 1980? Anyone? Something DOO economics. Voodoo economics.
This is your new class mascot.
What happened to your dog?
This is not a dog. This is a ferret.
What's a fairy?
That's a ferret.
Oh. If he bites you, you get rabies and you die.
No, that's not true. He never bites.
Can I pet him?
Sure, but one at a time, okay? Good. Okay, next one. Come on. Yes. Good. Yeah. Good. Now we're having fun.
although everyone may have different ideas of what an ideal learning environment looks like, safety and effectiveness should be among the top priorities.
What this means depends on you.
George!
Good morning, dear teacher. We're happy to be here. Good morning, dear teacher. We love our schools are here.
Roll.
We think a fun and collaborative environment can be made. This type of environment would include a strict no bullying policy, being supportive of student professional and personal goals.
Have you got any goals? Goals. What would you like to be when you grow up? A doctor, a lawyer, a stand-up comic?
I don't know.
Though it is important to be supportive and provide guidance and assistance, it is also important not to play counselor or psychiatrist.
Once the environment is right, then we can start to focus on teaching students. This may be the most difficult to achieve because at the end of the day, no matter how hard you try, the learning depends on the student.
Because restraining and brainwashing students is not legal or ethical, you have to try to capture their attention and motivate students in other ways.
Math is a really cool thing. So get off your act, let's do some math. Math, 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 math. 3 minus 4 is...
-1.
That's right.
How much a student learns may depend on what we are teaching, as students share different interests. You can bring relevance to the subjects they might not care for: science, or art, or languages, or history, or math.
Although we have to teach students about academics, we also have to consider what else students might need to learn, such as social and life skills. These might include health, government, time management, and organization skills.
They also need to know sharing, respect, and communication with others.
So, back to our questions. Is it impossible for a teacher to fulfill their responsibilities to their students? Well, teachers have many responsibilities to fulfill, and that is after we have so many hats to wear. We have to worry about whether students are safe, everyone in the classroom is respectful to each other, and whether they are learning from us. We focused on our top 3 responsibilities, but obviously there is much more to teaching than fulfilling just these 3 obligations.
So, students may not learn exactly what you're trying to teach them, but they will learn something from how you treat them and from watching you solve real-world problems yourself. There are always things that are learned in the classroom other than subject material. You have to create your own expectations of what your responsibilities to students are and work on ways to fulfill them.
So, is teaching impossible? That may not be answerable, but that doesn't mean it is. It just may depend on what you define as success.